Hi, I'm Justin and welcome to the Landis Look, where we take an inside look at the world of real estate. So previously we looked at what to do if your budget doesn't match up with your taste, but today we're going to look at what can you really afford? What can you really afford with a house? So I don't know if you fall into this camp, but last year there were roughly 100 million unique viewers on Zillow in the United States. You know how many houses were purchased in the United States last year? About 6 million. So that means that there were 94 million people looking who didn't buy a house. If you fall into that category and you might buy a house, you're probably like a lot of the folks that we talk to. You have some idea of what you can afford or what you want to spend, but you don't know for sure. And let me tell you, it's really great to know for sure because it makes everything way easier and it's just better for your personal experience. So here's what most people do, I find, when they're trying to figure out, hey, how much house can I afford? Step one, Google, how much house can I afford? If you do that, you'll actually see a bunch of percentages, and some of those percentages are in line with what you can qualify for. I think one of the most common ones you'll see a lot of times is 28% of your income is what you should spend on housing. Well, guess what? This is an average. This is not the same for every person, but I've talked to so many folks that they've searched that online, and then they go to a mortgage calculator and they're like, hey, this is what I think I can afford. And then they start looking at houses. Well, that's not the ideal way to do it for a handful of reasons, but one of the most important reasons is that your situation is unique. So here's what to do. Don't start with Google and an online mortgage calculator. Don't even start with getting pre-qualified. Start with yourself. Make your own personal budget. And here's the way that I love to do it. My wife and I, Ameris, we've done this for a long time. It's set what you want to give, what you want to save, and then what you want to live on. And out of that living, see what you're comfortable personally for your own housing budget. Because if you don't know what you can afford, what someone else says you can afford or what Google says you can afford, that's not the right decision for you. And I bet that your number is not exactly 28% of your gross income. So set your own budget, give, save, live, and then in that live category, the money that you live off of, what are you comfortable spending on housing? Then after that, take it the opposite way. Take that amount that you want to spend and then talk to a lender versus talking to a lender and letting them tell you what you can qualify for. I cannot tell you how many people that I have talked to that are like, hey, I talked to a lender and I got qualified for, and oftentimes it's a really big number. I got qualified for $800,000, but we were only thinking of buying a house that's $500,000. Because I got qualified, should we spend it? Just because you get qualified for something doesn't mean that you should spend it. That may not be right for you in your personal situation. So here's what I'd love you to do. Make that personal budget, figure out what you're comfortable with, and then all lenders are not created equal. Please don't walk into your local bank and talk to somebody that you don't know and just say, hey, what am I qualified for? Take that number of what you spend and talk to the best. And if you want to do that, we actually work with the best, literally the #1 lender in Georgia for years now. And if you'd like to schedule a call with him personally, you can do that in the link below. His name's Mark Daker. He's at Ameris Bank, and he will pair up with you what your personal budget is, what you want to spend. Or if you're looking at this from an investment standpoint, hey, what do I have to put down as an investment property? And then you can figure out what you can afford from that. And he actually has this great tool, this spreadsheet that you can plug in all the variables, figure out what works best for you, and know all your costs down to the penny. And so that's the best way to figure out what you can afford. Start with yourself and then go to the lender versus going to Google or going to the lender or going to somewhere else and then coming back and asking yourself, is that right for me? So if you'd like to have that consultation, just click on the link below. Mark will schedule a time with you and you can have all your questions answered. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again next week.